Okay. The last video class, again, SNHU, English 190. This last video is going to be for ProQuest, and I want to take you again back to the home page where we go back to our, if you're first time you're seeing this, quick links to A to Z database. Again, we've got the title of the database if you already know what you're looking for and don't want to search through all 339 of them. Subjects, we have business, we have chemistry, we have communication, lots of different subjects. If you want to focus solely on, say, education databases, we can do that. Different types of databases and the vendors. And this time we are going to, again, one of the top three, in my opinion, ProQuest. Go to search. Okay. ProQuest 107. And you'll see we've got agriculture, and Asian Europe Business Collection, Biological Sciences. Let's try. Okay. I think there's a general one. No. Okay. I'm drawing a blank on the ones that I wanted to look at. So we are going to let's also actually go up here to type and includes news and current topics. Go ahead and search for that. What, didn't think we could do that? Of course we can. ProQuest, Central, Primary Sources. That's a good one. What do you notice already? You are searching 46 databases. And of course, provided by Southern New Hampshire. At the very bottom right here on the Google search bar, we've got the full text, and you have the opportunity to put peer review. We can look at scholarly journals, books, news sources, dissertations, and we have more that we can click on here. So if you really just want to look at, let's say, newspapers and magazines, there it is, scholarly journal, apply. Three source types selected, and pet boredom. Again, I know you're tired of me saying this. I just don't want to influence your searching or your argument at all, and this is the best way I have figured out to do that. Okay, it's just taking a bit longer because I am impatient. Talk about kids being impatient. I'm impatient. And what have you noticed that stands out immediately? Our filters are now on the left-hand side of the page. What do you know? Look, source type, they've already told us that we've highlighted those. Publication dates go back 12 months, 5 years, 10 years, custom date range. Like EBSCO, we can have our subjects that we can search: pets, dogs, cats, boredom, birds. Just wonderful stuff. Document type, news, article, feature, commentary, review. Phenomenal, right? Okay. And you'll notice on each of these articles, we've got the cite button, the email button, and the save to my research. I'm going to save to my research real quick. We'll have to create an account. I don't want to do that right now. So, come on, I want to go back to my page, please. Oh, come on, please. Okay, there we go. Quick refresh solved that problem. But I want to, preventing boredom in pets keeps them happier. That looks like it's going to help me answer my research question. I'm going to hit the cite button. Look, it's APA is the first one. We also have Chicago and MLA and all the standard ones. Oh, we can even go back to APA 6. We're not doing that. We are APA 7. And it says RefWorks, InWorks, all of these places. If you already have those citation management systems, great. Otherwise, I'm going to copy. Is back to, oh, look, there's my searches from Gail. And we want that in. I always adjust immediately so that I don't have to think about it again. Make sure that it's black ink so I can see it. Maybe you can see the lighter ink. I cannot. And we're going to go back to search results. And okay, save as a PDF, cite, copy, print, all options. Ooh, look at all the options that we have. Google Drive, Microsoft OneDrive, all the other stuff. PDF, just phenomenal, right? Yeah, this is just awesome. Makes my library heart so happy. They even have, if you want to listen to it, the computer read it to you. There it is. And suggested sources. I only have one suggested source. That's fine. That is fine. I do want to know what kind of publication this is, though, because I am up. Independent news media. That's in. Oh, there it is. That's obvious, isn't it? Newspaper. That is a newspaper article. And I'm going to go back to results. I'm just going to say last 5 years. I'm down to 24 results. And maybe you'll find that it's better for you to start with a small number like this and then move out and get larger and larger searches. Or maybe you like having lots of searches and then filtering down. Whatever works best for you is the way I want you to search. But you notice, again, this is Your Pets Are Bored, Your Pets Are Bored, Washington Post 2008, Washington Post 2008. Yeah, that's the same article. November 25, November 25. Oh, there it is again. And there, and there, and there. Okay, so that's fun. And you'll see that occasionally happens. Don't ask me why. Just don't, because I don't have an answer. I don't think any librarian does. I do want to refresh the page just to see if that's a glitch. It is not. But the good news is these little icons will let me know. I can also see that this is a newspaper, scholarly journal, newspaper. Yeah. And let's go back. And just ignore that. That is the fun stuff. Okay, we're going to do, it makes sense to, I'm going to guess the algorithm. Because I have no idea what those initials stand for. And I guess I could look that up one day. But you see why I like ProQuest and EBSCO and Gale. Because they are so awesome about finding things that I need. Okay, full text and peer-reviewed. So these are all going to be scholarly journals. And that one looks like I've already looked at that, but if it still looks good, for me, again, it's better to have the article and realize I already have it or I don't need it than to need it and not remember anything about it. We can. Mental health, that's history, mental health. Okay. So I'm going to go back up to the board ferrets. 66 references. These are all the references from the scholarly article. Time cited on ProQuest. Request this item through ILL. That's phenomenal that we have all this ability to look at this stuff. And it's not really giving me a lot of information on some of these. That's okay. Because I really wanted to dig down. I could do that. Shared references. I just like looking at this stuff. So these are articles that also have these our article had 66 references. And we're now looking at all the articles that have some of those references in it. Again, if my source that I really like cites this one article, maybe other articles that also cite that source are going to be useful for my research. We have indexing terms on the right hand side of the page we can look at. We have suggested sources above that. It's always worth looking at. In my opinion, it's always worth looking at. Evidence of mood states in reptiles, probably not going to help my research question, but still very interesting. I can see why it pulled it. Why humans prefer closer space. Okay, yeah, that's nothing to do with my topic, but it's always worth looking at. Okay. Back to results again. That doesn't look like it's going to help me much, so I'm going to unclick peer reviewed, and I'm just going to click news sources. 0 were found. That is too far, apparently. Okay, and I'm just going to unclick the peer review. There we go. Now I'm back up to 651. Okay, so moral of the story is to always look at these other databases. You don't have to just use the obviously I'm showing you these other databases, so if you can't find anything in EBSCO, try these other ones. As long as you can find it in the databases, I am okay with that. These databases, not Google Scholar. Google Scholar may not be in these databases. If I can't find it, I will ask you to send me the library link, but really that's no big deal. Not a big deal at all. So far I haven't not found a source that was used in the library. Okay? So yeah. That is what I have to tell you today. As always, we have the yellow 24/7 chat button up here in the right hand corner and the email in case that's better for your schedule. And we've got, well, other stuff that we can look at in other videos. I just wanted to go through all the big databases, or the 3 big database vendors with you today. Again, if you want to use JSTOR or Sage, please use those. I'm just going to do full text real quick. Yeah, these are great sources. They are. And yeah, have fun. You can't break the library website. You can't break the databases. I have tried too many times to do it. If you do, congratulations. You have achieved something I want to achieve. And I guess that is it for these videos. All right. I will talk to you later.